In the quiet of the night, something large can glide right over your head, yet you wouldn't hear a sound. It's not because it's far away. It's because it has mastered the absolute art of silent flight. Owls are surprisingly large birds, yet they move through the air like ghosts in the darkness. While most birds create noticeable wing noise as they fly, owls are masters of stealth. How is this actually possible? Let's uncover the fascinating science behind one of nature's most efficient hunters. Flying is, by its very nature, a noisy activity. When a bird flaps its wings, it pushes against the air to generate lift. That motion disturbs the air, creating turbulence, those tiny, chaotic air currents that produce sound. That is exactly why, when pigeons fly overhead, you can hear the distinct flapping of their wings. And why ducks are even louder as they scramble into the sky. For most birds, that noise isn't a problem, but for an owl, it would be a major disadvantage. Owls are primarily nocturnal hunters. They rely on the cover of darkness, a time when many of their prey items rely entirely on their hearing to detect danger. A small rodent might not see a predator coming, but if it hears the rush of wings, it has a fighting chance to escape. At first glance, owl wings don't look all that different from other birds. However, when scientists examined them closely, they discovered unique features that dramatically reduce noise. These features are built directly into the feathers themselves, working together to control how air flows over the wings. The first trick is at the leading edge of the wing. If you look closely at an owl feather, you'll notice tiny, comb-like serrations. Most birds have smooth edges, but these tiny teeth break incoming air into smaller, gentler streams. Instead of one large, turbulent gust of wind that creates noise, the owl creates many tiny, quiet whispers. Another secret lies in the texture of the feathers. Unlike the stiff feathers of a hawk or a crow, owl feathers are incredibly soft, almost like velvet. These microscopic, hair-like filaments act like acoustic foam in a music studio, absorbing sound and dampening the vibrations caused by air moving across the surface. Even if small vibrations do occur, the feathers silence them before they can become audible. The final piece of the puzzle is at the trailing edge of the wing. While most birds have straight, rigid edges, an owl's feathers are fringed and frayed. As air leaves the wing, these soft fringes prevent sudden pressure changes, allowing the air to slip away smoothly and quietly. These adaptations allow owls to approach their prey almost completely undetected. Imagine a mouse searching for food in the dead of night. Its ears are tuned for the slightest rustle of a predator, yet an owl gliding above creates almost no sound at all. The mouse often hears nothing until the owl's talons strike. In the wild, that moment of surprise is the difference between life and death. Beyond their feathers, the very shape of an owl's wings helps keep them quiet. Because their wings are large relative to their body size, they can fly much slower while staying aloft. Slower flight creates less turbulence and therefore less noise. They don't need to flap rapidly. Instead, they combine gentle beats with long, steady glides. The silent flight of owls has fascinated engineers for years. Researchers have used these unique structures to inspire quieter technology, from reducing the noise of wind turbines to designing more efficient, silent airplane wings and ventilation fans. It is a powerful reminder that nature often solves complex engineering problems long before we even recognize them. So, the next time you hear an owl calling in the dark, remember that it might have just glided silently over you, completely unheard. It's all thanks to a few remarkable adaptations that turned ordinary wings into nature's perfect silencers. It all started with one simple question: why do owls fly so quietly? Sometimes, the simplest questions lead to the most fascinating answers. Thanks for joining us on this journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.